I look up.
What's up, guys? Ed, along with Kurt, for our Week 8 edition of our, special Monday Week 8 edition of our post-game recap. Of course, we have games Wednesday, but tonight we had 3 games. 3 potentially close games, very evenly matched. Meaning, game 1, if any one of those participants would have faced anyone in game 2 or 3, probably would have been out of hand. Same thing with games 2 and 3, etc. But they were evenly matched. Game 1, Disrespected taking on Free World. Ooh, rough game. Rough.
It's amazing. Free World sometimes come out and they make it look like it might be a game, and then they just start doing some.
Whatever.
I can't even explain it.
That's what they're doing. They're doing whatever. No, I can't explain it.
I mean, it was like a 20-point hole, and suddenly it was like 12.
Right after half.
Right after half,
they were like a 10-0 run, and then they went down by 20.
Yeah.
Disrespected Foamy Little Giants. They pick up their second W of the season. They're right now in a virtual tie with Rock Nation, who also has 2 wins. So, just scheduling decisions that have to be made for Wednesday. A lot of people don't think the game should be moved. I don't know. That's tough. We'll figure it out.
Some teams want tougher games.
Well, the thing is, Rock Nation's going to play Hugs and Kisses again Wednesday. So people are saying, should they play Disrespected, and then UOENO would play Vivid Solar, and then Free World would play Hugs and Kisses. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, but it creates a little bit of a problem when you're switching teams and times. Right?
Yes, teams and times is tough.
When you're switching within the same time zone, 7:30 or 8:30 game, it's a little bit easier to maneuver here because you're just switching courts.
You're in the same country, part of the country, time zones. So
we'll see what happens.
That's another story.
We'll try to do something.
Second game. We had Onaje out there. Here, let's bring Onaje in.
Yeah.
Actually, we're going to talk about the second game right now. We have a special guest, Onaje, Contest King. Alright, so Onaje was a part of the Rock Nation Hugs and Kisses game.
Your thoughts?
Onaje, your thoughts with that dome?
I always answer each question directly. Going back to my album, 20202. But it's not about me today. It's about Ed. Ed, it's the fourth quarter.
We played 2 halves.
I'm
like a cone head.
It's the second half, and it's 1 second to go. This is our last game. I'm going to miss you, man.
Thanks a lot.
Me and him go back like braids. Well, when I used to have him, and we used to be in the I gotta go.
That was a rather quick interview.
What? Say goodbye, Ed.
Oh, I guess you have another guest.
Ryan McPherson.
Ed, pleasure.
Thank you, Ryan.
Always.
It was a good time.
Good time always.
Thanks a lot, Gail.
Oh, you're welcome.
We got the game ball.
Yeah, you're leaving.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
This has turned into the farewell special, as you can see.
Bye.
Bye, Gail.
We'll see you.
Gail squared.
Yeah, square.
Gail squared.
I'm gonna miss you, Ed. All right, guys, get out. Let Ed go. Bye, Ed. See you, Ed.
So, Hugs and Kisses took on Rock Nation. Rock Nation definitely had... They were up at half, and they got to a nice lead. And
they did that thing they do.
Implode.
Pretty much.
They did that thing until they imploded. Tight game. Yes, we know Rob Sargent. You're not getting the benefit of the down the calls. The last thing you need to do is hack someone, get foul call, get a T. They make all their shots, plus the ball, then it's like a 6-point swing,
Well,
5-point swing.
We saw this last game. Same thing happened with Mike of Hugs and Kisses.
Yeah.
The technical foul, all of a sudden, 8-point swing in one play, game over.
Yeah, it was a 2-2. It was a big swing. And Harvell's on the sideline working him, as the coach. But it's it's tough. It's you work hard and then they don't drive the ball. Then they got a little complacent. They stay at the 3-point line. They got away from their game plan. So that's what they always do. As you said it very elegantly. That's what they always do. And the final game, which if you didn't just hear, this is actually my last day and the Florham Park Ultimate Hoops.
You're gonna miss us, Ed.
I'm gonna miss you
You're gonna
guys.
miss us.
I am gonna miss you guys. I'm gonna miss a lot of you guys. But we'll get to that later. What a game to end off on. If I had to pick two teams besides OMG 9450, it would be these reincarnated teams of Quiet Storm and Monstars. Yes, my old age is turning into me. Great game. Honestly, the whole first half was no more than, well, outside the first like 8-9 points where it was like 8-4. It was like 12-10, 13-14-13, 15-16. It was
game.
always close. It was even in between minute 18 and half. It was a 2-point game. Either way. 2 up, 2 down, 1 up, 1 down. It was tight. And then the second half, it was a 5-point game. But late in the game, 5-point game, you cut it to 3.
Right.
He's at the ball. Kurt Forsyth, I have to ask you, with 40 seconds to go, someone on your team jacks up a 3. Kurt, why did you want to? What was your reasoning behind that? Did you wanted to tie it up quick, or did you didn't have any idea going 2 for 1, or
40 seconds left?
yeah,
I shot a 3?
yeah.
Wow.
Oh yes. Well, no, I want to know your reasoning. Did you?
I remember
you had a
shooting
good
a
look.
3.
Did you have a good look?
I remember shooting the 3 with about a minute left or so.
Oh, sorry.
No, I felt like it was a good look. Legs felt good. You know,
If it was a good
long
look,
enough. It was
you
just
can't knock that if it was a good look.
It was just a little to the left. I wasn't really even thinking about scores per se. It was a wide open shot. He didn't really contest it. So it's usually something I knocked down. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
missed it. So,
If it, I saw it. Obviously, being off the court, it's a lot different. But if it's a good wide open look, you can't go wrong with that. That's shot selection. But then somehow you guys get the ball back, and there was a foul called. And what did? Oh, Nick. Didn't Nick put his arm around Ronnie?
yeah.
And then Nick threw his hand up oh.
Yeah.
And then Nick goes, "That's just a veteran move." Ronnie got the foul call. It was clearly on Nick, but that's just a veteran move.
It was. I mean, got away with it. What can you say? There were a couple other questionable calls down the stretch.
Oh, of course.
But, I mean, it
But every
happens,
day it
so
does
you got to
happen.
play through it. And I mean, we had our opportunities. We missed layups and things like that. Didn't box out. So
Then late in the game, you're not taking us through that sequence. Do you remember?
oh man, I really thought when Danny had that last look.
Danny had a last look
I mean,
that was within 30 feet, which is
that's-
unusual.
That was like just at the
Well,
where his range starts.
he
So,
pumped, and then I think it was Nick went right over him, and then he just took a step into it, and then kind of set, and then took it.
Yeah.
It was a good look.
Oh, I just think he was just a little bit on the tired side, but normally that's money.
That's
you
money.
you hit one a little bit further out on the
A
other
lot
side.
further, yeah.
So like I said.
So the Monstars now are in good position. I think they've won 6 in a row. That's what Wayne said. For all I know, it could be 4. I'm just taking his word for it. I believe they're. I think they're 5-3. I think they won 5 in a row. I don't know, but they're put themselves in a great position. UOE&O still on top of the league at 7-0. The other teams, Quiet Storm 6-2. You have 2 losses. Monsters have 3 losses. Straight Raw has 5. Vivid Solar has 3. Very, very, very. Besides UOE&O, that's very bottlenecked for that 2, 3, 4, 5 seed. And a team like Rock Nation could surprise people if they just get their act together.
They really could. I mean, we've said it for most of the year. There's not much separating those top 4 to 5 teams.
No.
It's a very close race.
And Hugs and Kisses, good showing tonight. Still on that outside looking in, I think.
They are, but I mean, it was a good win tonight.
Very nice win.
They played hard, especially after playing Vivid Solar last week.
Yes.
So I mean, they really needed a win, honestly, and they kind of came out and delivered a little bit.
Yeah.
I think Rock Nation probably needed a little bit more.
I think Rock Nation definitely needed that victory. Not even for seeding, just to get a W on your side.
Yeah,
What's weird is 2 seasons ago they were just as good, if not better, than the Monstars. They had
only lost
two
the
losses
championship in the last.
Well, they had
last
2 losses
buzzer.
by 2 points. The last buzzer beating the championship.
You grab a rebound, you win.
The overtime game.
Yeah.
And then this summer, they kind of fell apart, new players. But then they brought their team back. But now all of a sudden, we'll see what happens.
Well,
Playoffs a different time.
I also think they're not really playing with the same type of energy that they did the first 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Like the first season, they got a little taste of it. And they barely lost to Monstars.
Yes.
And they came back. They were fired up. And then since then, they've kind of changed pieces here and there, and their energy just kind of went with those pieces, unfortunately.
Nice. So that will do it for our recap. For Kurt,
Whoa.
this is Ed.
On to the real issue at hand.
What issue? There's no issue.
Obviously, we all know this is Ed's last
I don't think
run
many
here.
people know. But,
Well, it's been known now, and we've enjoyed having your presence here.
yeah, I've been here
so
14 months.
I'm sure many people are going to miss you around here. And
I know.
Hopefully, you'll take time out of your busy schedule to come and visit us here in the lowly Florham Park basketball arena and check us out.
Yeah, the last 14 months have been something. There's my biggest thing coming here. It's this is New York, New Jersey. This isn't Flower Mound, Texas, or Centennial, Colorado. There's definitely a different standard in New York, New Jersey. There's always a now, emphasis on now, emphasis on the best, emphasis on, and also, that's what I try to do. I always try to get good content, make sure everything I dealt with, scheduling, payments, I make sure everything was on time, make sure everything was done professionally and always in a speedy manner. And also, I don't know what they deal with in other leagues, but you deal with a lot of guff here. And a lot of these guys try to crack you, and especially my first season.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, these guys try to crack me. But, I've made a lot of friends, a lot of people I won't forget, and it was definitely a nice 14-month period here. But,
give us one of your top 3 moments.
Top 3
One
moments.
of your top 3 moments.
Out of discounting Vegas, obviously. I think, obviously that championship game that we had with Monstars beating Rock Nation was great. The buzzer beater. I remember the play. Camalato missed the free throw with 8 seconds left, up 1. Drive down. Layup, miss. Aldo flew into the back of Rob Sargent. Wayne was there. Everyone was watching him put the layup in at the buzzer, 1. I think the night before in Berkeley Heights, you were there.
Yeah, same thing.
That was a great 3 to end it.
Buzzer beater.
2 things I really enjoyed was having that state championship game. It was kind of new, something we've never done before in the Northeast. And then having the regional tournament, although it didn't execute like we did, we still had good games.
Yeah.
And I think it was still cool to see the New Jersey guys out.
It was a good time. It didn't really work out the way...
It could have worked out better, but it could have worked out a lot worse.
Yeah, but it was still fun. People got to kind of
People were more intense.
Yeah, see another club, play some new competition with some friends.
That was definitely nice. Those are some of the best. I like cutting the nets down. The nets down were pretty cool. The story about the state championship game when they won the trophy, Monstars, it was pouring that night. And they went to Morristown, and I asked when no one's really seen the trophy. It's somewhere. It's somewhere, but no one's seen the trophy since. Hunter shots. Remember when he scored like 53?
Yeah.
21 and 9? That was a crazy game. And anytime you see a dunk in the gym, it's always fun.
Right.
You always
Kind
get
of livens up things.
Livens up. Yeah, big time. But that is, I'm gonna miss Florham Park.
Yeah.
As the ball said, I'm gonna miss Florham. Good time,
Well, hopefully you'll come back.
Oh, I will come back. I want to see the end of the playoffs. Although I might not. I'll be in Minnesota actually for the playoffs.
Oh, you're gonna miss out on the good one.
I know. I'll miss out on what you versus what.
No.
Well, maybe no. So, all right. What's this?
All right. Well, obviously, we wish you best of luck in your position.
Everyone will be fine here.
He's Ed. I'm Kurt. We'll check you guys later.